simplifying expressions. So like I said, yesterday we had done the distributive property. Friday we had started the distributive property, and we introduced that algebra can now be in our answers and in our math that we're doing. But we need to figure ways and properties that help us get it as simple and short and concise as possible. So we're going to use the properties from last week, and we're going to use the distributive property that we just learned yesterday and Friday to make them as small as possible. Before we can do that, we have to know the vocab for them, so when I say it, or when a book or a test asks you about it and use that vocab word, you know what they're talking about. So I'm going to have you write up an algebraic expression. Who remembers what an algebraic expression is? Luke.
An expression using algebra?
So what would be in it?
Oh, letters.
What would those letters stand for, Adam? Variables. So there's one of our nice little vocab words, variables. Write this in just regular pencil. Write this in regular pencil. You're going to use your colors for the different vocab words. So this is just in regular pencil. We have 7A. Oh, here it goes. Plus 4A. Plus 3B minus 2A plus 6. 7A plus 4A plus 3B minus 2A plus 6. Just a regular pencil. And if you wanted to label this is simplifying expressions again. Why put algebra? I know. All right, so we have a whole expression that we're looking at, the whole thing. Each part of that expression is called a term in that expression. And we know it's a term if it's separated by an addition sign or a subtraction sign. So our first vocab word to look at is term. So pick your first color and write term with it. Pick your first color and write term with it. Who can tell me what I just said a term was? Luke?
It has an addition sign or subtraction.
Okay, something that has an addition sign or a subtraction sign. So we need to give that something more specification. What is that something that's separated by addition and subtraction? So look up at our problem. What is being separated by addition and subtraction, Grace? What's being separated by addition and subtraction? Variables. What else?
A number.
A number. So numbers and variables are being separated by addition and subtraction. So a term is a number a variable or a number and a variable. So with your pencils, after you finish writing that, we're going to underline what the terms are. We're going to underline them once. So can someone name one term? Audrey, name something up there that's being separated by an addition or subtraction sign.
7A.
Okay, 7A. There's our first one. Very first one, 7A. Nick, give me another one. 6. All the way down here, 6. Someone else give me another one. Elisa.
4A.
4A. Someone give me another one. Adam.
2A.
2A. And the last one, Francesca.
3B.
3B. Those are all terms. Those those are all terms. All right. With another color. With another color. Some of the terms have variables. We already know what a variable is. A is a variable, B is a variable. Some of them do not have variables. The ones that do not have variables have a name. They're a constant. So we're going to circle our 6 because it's a constant. We're going to write down a constant. How would you describe that to someone who knows nothing about algebra? Patrick.
It's a number without a variable.
It's a number without a variable. And my last vocab word is the number that's in front of, so we know what a variable is, right? We know what the number without a variable is. Do we know what, say, the 7 is called? Do we know what the 4 is called? The 3, the 2? Not just the number. It's called a coefficient. So with a different color, you're going to write coefficient. And I'm just going to simply make sure I put a circle at the bottom of those so I know what I'm talking about in that color. That's orange.
Do we do one under the 6?
No, it does not. It doesn't have a variable with it. Coefficients are only the numbers that are in front of the variables. coefficient. Coefficient. It's the number in front of the variables. So, we got all our vocab done just in time for us to leave. So that's where we will start on Monday. We will take those and start simplifying them. Go ahead and pack up and have a good time at Camp Current. Do not forget, your WRS is due Tuesday when you get back. If I checked it, it's over in the check things. You just need to pick it up. Your new WRS is due next Thursday. So the WRS for next week is due next Thursday. So if you need to, pick one up. So week 6 is due next Tuesday. The next one is due next Thursday. Grab one so you have it. Recycle it.
Is YouTube still going on?
Yeah.